Most people still think artificial intelligence is something coming in the future. But the truth is, the future already arrived. Quietly, not with flying cars. Not with robots walking down every street. Not with some dramatic science fiction moment where the world suddenly looked different overnight. Instead, the AI revolution slipped into everyday life so gradually that many people barely noticed it happening. It's in your phone, your search engine, your social media feed, your GPS, your customer service chats, your online shopping recommendations, your banking systems, your workplace software, your entertainment platforms. And now, increasingly, it's beginning to enter areas people once believed belonged exclusively to human beings. Writing, art, teaching, research, music, video production, marketing, business strategy, coding, even emotional companionship. That's why this moment matters. Because we are no longer debating whether AI will affect society. It already is. The real question now is whether people are prepared for what comes next. For decades, automation mainly replaced physical labor. Machines transformed manufacturing, transportation, and industrial work. But artificial intelligence is different because it also impacts cognitive work, the type of work many people assumed would always remain uniquely human. That realization makes people uncomfortable, and honestly, it should make people pause and think carefully. Because for the first time in history, technology is beginning to compete not just with human strength, but with human thinking. That changes everything. Students entering school today are preparing for careers that may not exist in the same form 10 years from now. Professionals who spent decades mastering a skill are now watching software perform parts of their work in seconds. Businesses are restructuring entire departments around automation and AI efficiency. And meanwhile, millions of people still haven't fully realized how quickly this shift is accelerating. That's one of the reasons I created this show, not to spread fear, but to encourage awareness, because awareness creates preparation, and preparation creates opportunity. The people who struggle most during periods of change are usually not the least intelligent people. Often they're the people most resistant to adaptation. History teaches that over and over again. When the internet emerged, many dismissed it. When smartphones appeared, some thought they were unnecessary. When social media exploded, few predicted how dramatically it would influence culture, communication, politics, and mental health. Now we stand at another turning point. Only this time, the technology doesn't just distribute information. It generates it. That's a major difference. Artificial intelligence can now produce articles, images, presentations, videos, voices, code, research summaries, and marketing campaigns in minutes. Tasks that once required entire teams can increasingly be done by individuals using AI tools effectively. That reality creates both excitement and anxiety. Some people see endless opportunity, others fear replacement. Most people probably feel a combination of both. And honestly, that's understandable. But here's where I believe people need to think differently. AI is not simply replacing work. It's changing the definition of valuable work. That distinction matters. Throughout history, human beings who adapted to change often discovered entirely new opportunities on the other side of disruption. The internet created careers nobody could have imagined in the 1980s. Social media created industries that didn't exist 20 years ago, and artificial intelligence will likely do the same. But adaptation will become essential. The future will reward people who can learn continuously, think critically, communicate clearly, solve problems creatively, build trust, lead people, and maintain emotional intelligence in a digital world. Because while AI can process information incredibly fast, human beings still possess qualities that remain deeply important: judgment, character, wisdom, empathy, integrity, leadership, emotional awareness, the ability to inspire other people. Those qualities still matter. In fact, they may become even more important as technology becomes more advanced. And this is where I think many people misunderstand the future. Some assume the goal is to compete directly against AI. I don't think that's the smartest approach. The better strategy is learning how to work alongside technology while strengthening the uniquely human abilities that technology struggles to replicate authentically. That's the human edge, not pretending AI doesn't exist. Not fearing every technological advancement, but learning how to evolve intelligently. Because the reality is this: The AI revolution is already reshaping society, whether people are ready or not. The only real choice is whether we adapt intentionally or react too late. And adaptation starts with awareness. It starts with learning. It starts with curiosity instead of denial. That's especially important for younger generations. Students growing up today will likely work in careers that blend human ability and artificial intelligence together every single day. The people who thrive won't necessarily be the ones with the highest IQs alone. They'll be the people capable of flexibility, the people willing to learn continuously, the people who understand both technology and human behavior, the people who can remain calm during uncertainty, the people who know how to think independently instead of simply following digital noise. That matters tremendously moving forward. Because in a world filled with automation, authentic human presence becomes more valuable, not less. Real leadership matters. Real communication matters. Real wisdom matters. And real trust matters. The challenge now is helping people prepare for this future without becoming overwhelmed by fear. That's part of the mission behind this show. To have honest conversations about what's changing while also reminding people that human potential still matters deeply. Because technology alone does not determine the future. Human choices do. How we educate people matters. How we lead matters. How we communicate matters. How we adapt matters. And how we preserve human dignity in a rapidly advancing technological society may become one of the defining challenges of our time. So as we move further into this AI era, I want you to remember something important. You do not need to fear the future to prepare for it. But ignoring change rarely protects people from it either. The people who stay curious, adaptable, disciplined, emotionally intelligent, and willing to evolve will continue to create value no matter how advanced technology becomes. That is the human edge. I'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Cheers for now.